Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. I have Tina Authament here today from Tina's Pampered Pooch. Tina, thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Who's your friend?
This is Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
He is my Shih Tzu.
Ah, and a handsome fella he is. Now, what's his story? This is your personal dog, right?
Yes, this is my personal dog. It was given to me by one of my clients when I first got here. Got him when he was 8 weeks old, and he's been a grooming dog ever since.
Yeah, and he looks well groomed, let me tell you. He looks well, and he's, he's a little slobbery too. You are a cute guy. I'm kind of a dog lover myself.
Yes.
We have a little pooch at home who's actually half Shih Tzu and half Pug.
Yep.
I won't tell you what we call him on the air because I'd probably get kicked off. But put Shih
Two and two together.
and Pug together. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, you got it.
Yep.
Anyhow, so your business, you groom dogs, and you do a lot of other stuff with them too. But Sheldon here, you're getting a special certification for him, aren't you?
Yes, I have a trainer that works with me. They're at my salon. She is training him to be a good citizen certified so that I can take him into nursing homes.
Good citizen certified. So what exactly does that mean? You get some sort of degree or something for him?
It really is. It's a lot of work. They have to be able to sit for a certain amount of time. They can't jump. They have to be able to be just calm so that the elderly can, pet and love kind of thing with them.
So you bring him into nursing homes or wherever?
That's our goal. Our goal is to get to that point. He's working on it.
Well, he seems like a real gentleman. He seems like he's really up to the job already.
We had a nice conversation before I came in. Told him to behave.
Yeah.
So
oh, good.
We're hoping that works.
Yeah, well, he's doing a fine job. So once he's good citizen certified, and who does that certification? Where's that?
Right, and my trainer right now that comes with me is her name is Melissa McCurchin. She has 28 years of training. She's done canine and all search and rescue. She comes into the salon and she works with him and she gives you homework and you have to stick with that homework. If you don't do the homework, you're not doing what you need to do.
And a well-disciplined pet seems like a happy pet too.
He loves to work.
Does he?
He loves to work.
Well, he knows what the expectations are.
Yeah.
So he's chill, man.
He's chilled. And then I take care of my elderly mother, so he helps me with her as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's in the bed with her every time she is.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Now, how did you get into this line of work? I'm kind of curious.
When I lived in Connecticut, I worked at a vet hospital, and one of my customers was a groomer that had a business of her own, and she saw how well I was with the dogs. So she asked if I would go with and train at her academy in New York. I was a little hesitant, but I said, okay. So I went to New York, trained with her, and I have been hooked ever since.
Yeah, and now you've got your own little business of grooming dogs. Now, where is your business?
On 15th Street,
it's
821 East 15th
Tina's
Street.
Pampered Pooches.
Yes.
Okay.
And we do boarding, daycare, training, and grooming.
Oh, awesome. I mean, now I know you brought some stuff with you, some tools of your trade. We've got to run off to a break right now, but on the other side of that, maybe you could show me some of the things that you use to keep our pets looking good.
More than happy to.
That's awesome stuff. And now to your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm, westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Sheldon and Tina from Tina's Pampered Pooch. And Sheldon here is looking at all the torture instruments that you have here. And he actually seems pretty cool with it. Now, these are the typical tools that you use to groom a dog.
Yes.
And I see you've got a brush and a comb and some other things. Can you kind of describe how you use them? I mean, you had mentioned before that there's a difference.
Yes.
Between combing and brushing?
Combing and brushing.
Okay, what is that difference?
A lot of people think that the brushing is enough to get all the mats out and everything, but what we're doing is it's more of a cosmetic thing. It's covering all the mats that are underneath, which can get really, really tight and cause bruising and sores.
So brushing doesn't get all the way down.
Right. It just kind of covers. We have to start off with a comb, and the comb that I use is a dematting comb, so the bristles, they twist so that they don't cause any pain.
Now, if you have a long-haired breed, that's important.
It's very, very important.
How often should you comb your dog?
I do him every night.
Oh, jeez. Okay. He is a pampered pooch.
He is a pampered pooch.
Okay.
But if you can do it at least every other day, that would help him tremendously, and it'll lessen the chances of me having to completely shave.
Right.
If I can avoid shaving a dog, I would love to do that.
Yeah. Because sometimes dogs come in, they've got knots and mats.
So many, and I won't torture the poor dog. Trying to get them out if I can, I will automatically advise that I have got to shave them for for their safety, and I don't want to run the risk of cutting because they're so close.
And their health too.
It's their health.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some do end up with bruising from the tightening of the mats. And most people don't understand that if you wet a mat you bathe him at home and he's matted, it makes them even tighter.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's your, so I bring in my shaggy dog. What's the first thing you'll do to him? Will
The
you
first
comb
thing I do would be to touch him and see if he does have any mats, and we brush him out before we bathe him. If we can't brush him, then we do have to pre-shave, and to pre-shave we use our trusty clippers.
Oh, yes.
We have different levels that we can bring them down. Unfortunately, sometimes when they're really matted, we have to bring them down close to skin.
Right.
So that takes about an hour because we
Wow.
take our time,
Sure.
you know, to run the risk of not cutting them at all. And then once we bathe them and stuff, and we prep him, we clean all the pads, cut his nails, clean his ears, all that good stuff, bathe him, hand dry him. We have some dogs that don't like to be dried with our hand dryers, so we put them comfortable in a kennel with
I'd
air
ask you for a
dryer.
demonstration, but I don't need a haircut.
You don't need a haircut, you're good.
All right.
Now, depending on the length you want of your dog, we have different levels that we
Yeah.
can leave your hair. You know,
Just like a barber
Just like
would
a barber.
have. Yeah.
It's just like a barber, exact same thing. The one thing that I hope that people understand, when we do have dematting, Crystal, my other groomer, and I, Crystal Huff, we use our dematting tools, and these are blades, and they're very, very sharp. So
Ooh.
I have to explain to our customers that there is a high risk of us cutting, and I don't want to take.
And
that
this is
chance.
something you wouldn't use at home. This is
No.
only for someone who's trained.
This is somebody,
Yeah.
unless you have a lot of time and you are willing to give that time to sit there little by
Yeah.
little, you know, to not cut your dog.
But there's no really good excuse for a
there's no
dog to be
excuse.
matted, is
There's
there?
no
I mean, you
excuse.
should be, you know, if you're a responsible pet owner, you should at least weekly be brushing your
Brush
dog out, giving him a
once
bath.
a week would be wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, and that would save him so much, save you so much, and you know, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't make his trip to me so traumatic or so, and they're like, oh
That's
no,
true.
there's Tina. You know,
Because if you do this regularly,
Yep.
I mean, it's no big
It's
deal.
no big
But if it's
deal.
every blue moon and it's a painful experience, the dog's going to fear
it's gonna be
getting
scary
groomed.
every time.
Well, Tina, how do we find you? Where's your business located?
I'm on 821 East 15th Street here in Panama City. My phone number is 215-3847. Give me a call, and we will
All right.
set you up.
Well, awesome. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you and
you.
Sheldon over
Yes.
here. Sheldon Cooper, who's from that Fox show.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Okay, now we're going off to Zenobia. We've got a word from her, and she's going to give you our Max Biz tip for today.
Zenobia Andrews here, your business system strategist, and I am delighted to be here in the Max Out Studios bringing you your Max Biz tip for the week. Woo! Wow, I am overjoyed because I have the opportunity all week long. We've been talking about things to consider when building your website. Things to consider when building your website. And today's topic is consider starting a blog on your website. Consider starting a blog, B-L-O-G, on your website. Why? Why would you consider that? Because it establishes you, yourself, as an expert in your field. It establishes you as the expert, as the authority, the guru in your field. And you want to be seen as the authority and the expert, right? And then number two, why would you consider starting a blog on your website? Is that it improves your SEO, which is your search engine optimization with Google, and it generates more traffic on your website. And then in addition to that, it has the potential to grow your database. You know, we live in a time now in business that it is vital that you grow your database. And if you inspire your viewers and your clients through your blog, they'll opt in on your website with your newsletter, and they'll join your database, your email database, and that's nothing but a plus, right? And then last but not least, the blog helps you build trust online with your clients and your community and your partners. And we all need that trust because they're looking for that loyalty from you to them. And then last but not least, you got to be very consistent with your blog. You need to pick out a day of the week that you're going to blog and make sure you post it and add it to all of your social media sites. Hey, I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am here to support you. You can reach me at www.zenoviaandrews.com. If you follow me on social media, I'll follow you back. And let's continue to press towards the max.
I'm here with David Powell from Innovations Credit Union, and he's going to give us an update on what's going on at Innovations. David.
Hey, man. Good morning.
Hey, man, good to see you. I see you got the memo. Blue shirt day.
Blue shirt day again. We're good like that.
I
yeah.
know, it's amazing, isn't it? Innovations.
Yeah.
They just don't offer financial services and stuff. They're also a resource to the community in a lot of other ways, aren't they?
We do a lot of things. We're very involved in the community, and you know, Don, I've come on the show a couple times. I'm always talking about our come get a car loan, or come open a checking account for free, or you know, come refinance your house, or refinance your business building, or get an equipment loan. I talk about all those things, but truly there's another side of innovations that most people might not even realize, and that's our commitment to being involved in the community and helping support local activities. I tell you, some of our major things are our support of the American Heart Association, support of Cancer Society campaigns, support of the United Way, support of Covenant Hospice events, support of Girls Incorporated, and then one of the things that I'm personally involved in is the Bed Education Foundation. And so we do a lot every month.
So it's not just about making money and offering financial services.
Not about making money, and you know, unlike a bank, we're trying to enhance the profits to make the stock price go up. At the credit union, since we're owned by the members, we're not driven by Wall Street to enhance the stock price. So as a result, we take some of those earnings that we have and invest that back into the community in a lot of these programs to try to help our friends and neighbors and folks that need a little bit of assistance here and there, and help some of these agencies that provide those things just to be good community partners and be involved.
I know just from knowing you for the amount of years that I've known you, but you've always been very involved with the community at the chamber and other charities and boards. Your name would always pop up on a list.
Always somewhere.
Okay, round up the usual suspects if you need a volunteer.
Yeah.
But now at Innovations, it seems like you've brought a lot of that ethic with you, or it seems to be a perfect fit for you and Innovations.
It is a good fit.
Because you seem like a really good corporate citizen.
Yeah, I know for many, many years, Innovations has been involved in all those things that I've mentioned, and a lot of their leadership are involved as well, and some nonprofits and the Chamber of Commerce and all those things, and we spend a great deal of money and not only in financial support, but in personal volunteer time as we go to all these things.
That's significant, David, because you know it's easy to write a check, but spending your time and giving of yourself, it takes a little extra effort from the people at Innovations, doesn't it?
It does, and our folks at Innovations, the leadership team and the managers, are very good about allowing the employees, if they have a desire to be involved with helping a nonprofit or volunteering their time at their kids' school, or going to a fun run to raise money for a particular cause, or just anything really that helps support the community and family. The Innovations leadership is very, very in tune with why that's important, and allowing the employees time off to go and do those things. And it's been a refreshing thing to be involved at Innovations now for several months, and see that their commitment level to the community is really, really excellent.
Well, I hope when you have a next big event or charity drive at Innovations, come on the show and tell us all about it.
Oh, I'm sure we will, Don. We'll be back to talk about probably the Bed Education Foundation, and probably the American Heart Association, and the United Way, and several things that are coming up down the road.
I look forward to it. That was your Innovations moment. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to the show. I have a special guest right now who's whimpering right off camera here. No, it's not Rose Clemo from the Humane Society. It's her friend. Who do you have here, Rose?
I have Toby. He is a little 8-week-old chocolate lab mix.
Oh, geez.
He is up for adoption currently.
Oh, wow.
So if you are interested in this little guy, go down to our shelter. We are currently located at 1600 Bay Avenue. We have just moved back into our previous location, which was formerly known as the Igloo.
Okay.
It is behind the police station on 15th Street. If you know where the police station is in Gulf Power, it's...
Yeah, I do.
Yep, it's right behind the police station, and you can go in and fill out an adoption application for him. And we have a ton of other little
So Toby needs a home.
Toby does need a home.
And who could resist Toby?
He's so cute.
How old a puppy is he, do you know?
I think he's 8 weeks old.
8 weeks old.
He's young. As you can tell, he's crying, so he's a little bit pouty. He wants to sleep because he's a baby.
Now, how many puppies do you get in there? Or are they older dogs, or?
Okay, we get a ton of different aged animals. Obviously, he's a tiny baby, but we have dogs and cats that we take you know, some of them could be 13 years old, and we
Wow.
take them, and it's just because, you know, the owner wasn't able to take care of them anymore, so that we call that owner surrenders.
Right.
But we have all different aged animals in the shelter.
Now you're a no-kill shelter, is that right?
We are a no-kill shelter. We believe that, you know, we want to stop the end to euthanization of animals. So in order to do that, what we do is we go out to animal control, where that is a kill shelter, and we pull animals from there, and we take them into our care. And once we take them into our care, we make a commitment to life for them. And so that means that if that animal were to get adopted out from us and it didn't work out in that home, that they can always bring it back to us, and we will always take care of it.
No questions asked, you'll just return the dog?
No questions asked. We take it back because we have made a commitment to life once it comes into our doors, and we take care of it. We
It's
want
a
it
great
to.
program. It
I know.
really is, because you know some people are very irresponsible with their. Yeah, I know he's making a lot of noise here.
He just yawned. He's tired.
That's my stomach growling. You know? But
That's what it sounds like.
yeah, but it's so important to be responsible with your pets, and some people just aren't, and other people get to a point where they just can't care for them, and what do you do?
Exactly. And I think that especially older people, when they can't take care of animals, they want to make sure that they're going to somewhere that, you know, we are going to take care of them. So you wouldn't have to worry about that the animal's not going to get taken care of or not find a
Because
good
it's not
home.
just a commitment to it being cute and being cuddly, it's a commitment to making sure that dog is well fed, gets the proper medications if it
And it's
needs
expensive,
it.
yeah.
It's an expensive undertaking to properly, it's like almost like having a child.
It is. And you know
Yeah.
what? Good point. We actually have a foster program. So if you're kind of thinking of the idea of adopting an animal, but you're not sure about it, come fill out a foster application and take one of our animals home, maybe for the night or maybe for a couple of days or the weekend, and try it out and, you know, see what the responsibilities are like and see if you're up for it, and then you might end up, you know, wanting to keep that animal.
That's a brilliant idea. I mean, before you make that full up commitment, see what it's like to live with an animal for a while.
And actually we also do it for people who say they have a lot of animals and they can't take in any more animals, but they still want to help out the Humane Society. They will come in and foster animals, and just
that's a nice
to
idea.
take them out. A lot of them are the older animals, so they take them out of the stressful environment, and we call it, they go and de-stress, kind of have a little vacation
That's nice.
away from the shelter. And so those people are awesome, who they can't take on another animal, but they want to help out in some way, and it's sort of like volunteering in a sense.
We've got to run off to a break, but I know you have a special event coming up, and let's talk about it on the other side of these messages. You're watching Waking Up with Don, and I'm speaking with Rose Clemo from the Humane Society of Bay County. Welcome back to the show. I have Rose Clemo from the Humane Society of Bay County, and they've got a special event that's coming up that you all need to know about. What is the event? It's today, isn't it?
Today is Spay Day out at our new location. Again, the location is 1600 Bay Avenue. Part of what we're doing now is we have partnered with Operation Spay Bay. They are actually going to be at our shelter, and today they're offering low-cost spay-neuter certificates. As all of you know, it's very costly to get your animal spayed or neutered, and so they are offering very low-cost spay-neuter certificates. So if you are looking to get your dog fixed or cat fixed, please come out and buy one of their certificates. It's today from 10 to 2.
10 to 2, and where is it now?
It's at our shelter, 1600 Bay Avenue, right behind the police station on 15th Street.
Okay, and it's so important to spay and neuter your pets.
It is, because honestly, that's the root of the problem, really, why we have so many unwanted animals that end up getting euthanized out at animal control, because they just overpopulate and they overproduce. And then another important event that we have that's this Friday is our big Toast for the Paws fundraiser.
Toast for the Paws.
Toast for the Paws. It's a wine and craft beer tasting held at the Wine Dog. It's hosted and held at the Wine Dog.
I've been to that before in years past.
Yes,
Yeah.
they offer a great selection of wine and craft beer, and so anyways, they'll be holding a wine and craft beer tasting for us. We'll have a huge silent auction with all the proceeds going to the Humane Society. There'll be food, there'll be live music. We get a ton of people to come out. The cost is $15 plus one wish list item, which is basically Purina dog food, Purina cat chow, All of those items are on our Facebook page.
And I just tell you from experience, it's a fun time.
It's a fun time.
And you see a lot of people there. You can bring your friends.
Yes,
have
your
a little
friends.
wine and and chill out. And it's not all in. You can come out and
Yeah, exactly.
indoor, outdoor, wherever you want to go.
We're expecting almost 300 people to come out. So lots of people and lots of fun, and it's for a good cause. It's for all the little puppies and kitties that are at our shelter.
So spay and neuter your pets. Today is Spay Day.
Today is Spay Day.
And Friday is
Toast for the Paws.
Toast for the Paws.
So we hope you come out to Toast for the Paws. Again, it's at the Wine Dog.
Rose
6 to 9.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank
and thanks
you.
for bringing Toby with you, too. And if you're interested in having Toby as a pet, stop by the Humane Society.
Yes.
You've been watching Waking Up with Don, and we'll see you next time.